D2E cast. We got in the building Pinky, Lou, what you saying? And we got also we got Bino in the background, right? What you saying? And you know Rastafari Samurai, the head of the operations. Yeah. And we got the one and only impenetrable in the building. Yes, live and direct. Yes, and yo,
Yeah,
people,
boy.
please subscribe to all platforms and all that good stuff. Tonight, we're going deep down to earth. This episode is part two, Toronto Young Hitters, part two. And what we're talking about, bless up OG Kicks. Yeah, what we're talking about is some real stuff, right? It's not just street stuff, it's not just politics. It's a lot more than that. You could call it conspiracy if you want. But recent news, and it's not recent news, an update, right? These Toronto Young Hitters, how this started, we found out about a network through a case of these authorities going to an area in West Toronto, Chicheway, Black Creek, right? A building over there. They were investigating some special type of officers, I think even with the RCMP of national security. So they went to this building and they're looking for some suspects, and they end up getting unalived, a police officer from the individual who was in the building with other individual who they show on all television stations or whatever social media, which was the 19-year-old, what's his name, Zara Jabi, right?
Zara Jabi.
So he's 19, right? So the guy who shot the cop, we just know his name, but there's no picture. There still has been no pictures over a week or so, right? So now recently they captured two others, right? One in Barrie, and then
From Barrie.
one who's from Barrie, and one is from what, Toronto? The other guy, shit. This Pinky Lou in the building.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah. We're doing our research. The point is, what's going on? This is bigger than just some street stuff, because this is a mystery network, they're saying, that hired these young guys, and they're black, from Toronto, giving them financial, means, because it's attractive for them, and they carried out several shootings, as they reported in the media,
So,
all through the city of Toronto, and it was under some mystery person or organization that just sends them texts through apps or whatever social media stuff to do these crimes, and they're not in the black community. This is what's the thing, because the stereotype we all see on Toronto news, that it's like some black on black crime, but this time it's the synagogue stuff, which I've heard about a long time ago. I didn't really pay too much attention to that, and the U.S. consulate stuff, what happened in Toronto. I thought it was in America at first, but it was in Toronto when you do your research, and they're linking this individual or these individuals for doing these attacks, which are what I would say, even in America, is terrorist attacks, but they're not really illustrating and describing it as a terrorist attack. So they're putting it out like it's some street stuff, that these youth are getting hired for doing crime all over the city. But really, who really would benefit of shooting up a synagogue or a consulate? It's not going to be no black people. This is not no gang stuff, what they want us to kind of think it is. We're not dumb now. Social media actually works against them,
no,
right? This is
deeper
deeper than the shit.
than that. It's basically showing you that the government is recruiting
Mm-hmm.
in a way, on like we all know, police are the biggest gang in the world. We all know that. And by the way, the guy's name. So they're all from. So Nicholas Bennett is the one that was arrested in Martha Eaton Way. You guys don't know, better known as Church Way.
Chicheway.
Are these YNs call it creep nowadays. So we all
my college now.
creek.
Mm-hmm.
Creek.
Creek.
That's what they call it.
Isn't Black Creek up there?
Yeah, because Black Creek and
That's
Church.
Black Creek.
Yeah, so they
It
call
is the
creek.
Black Creek area.
So them name it now.
Yeah, now they call it creek. I'm like, back in the day, we called it church. I'm going to church.
Mm.
Like, now y'all are calling it creek.
Mm.
I'm like, you know that creek where you guys are calling creek? I knew that creek before you even knew what creek was. Okay, so now you guys have the building itself. Back in the days, was known as luxurious living. It was known as a condo. Those are condos. You're living like in a condo life. The way they have brought the property value down on those buildings, it's so bad. It's gonna be basically. I won't be surprised in the next couple of years.
More for anybody that actually has the money to take advantage of it and then do rebuilding.
So is it fair to say those that if there's an organization doing something, they use that as an advantage to take advantage of these youth and camouflage themselves in the ghetto? That's where I'm getting to.
Actually, like take advantage of economic and cultural experiences that are actually happening out here.
Exactly.
That's basically, it's been a rundown of the game from like throughout the 70s to the 80s through the 90s. And if you haven't been watching the pattern that's been going on, it is the same thing going right now. There's nothing new to it. What she's explaining to you and what I'm just giving you an overview about is the same thing of a cycle going over and over again.
But you see how they're doing it in the new age.
It works for them.
Well,
right?
You know, in the new age, is because now there's, think about it. Somebody even pointed out to me. I got 3 kids. I went through a kid with no internet to the starting of the internet. Now I have a child that it's beyond the internet. Beyond the internet.
Yeah.
Right? So I have watched 3 different children walk through different lives. And then myself. Right? So what I look at, back in the day, it was somebody told somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. Now all I gotta do is go bop, 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 WhatsApp, no problem, because guess what? Everything on WhatsApp is encrypted. Can't trace, can't follow back.
Yeah.
It's gone. 24 hours later, it disappeared. Messages can't be traced.
Yeah.
You can't even go back into the
That's why they're saying they probably were using these type of methods to recruit them.
If you think about it, what I'm saying is that the technology is so evolved to the point where it don't matter black, white, Chinese, brown. It's so corrupted now in this world that these children will do anything for $1. And the reason why they do what they do is because they have parents that are lacking. So as your parent, you need to pay attention to your child. And this is why, yes, these are 19, 18-year-old men, but listen, 18, 19.
Yeah, it's still young.
They're still at
the brain's not even developed fully yet.
At 18, 19 years old, these kids don't know what the hell they're doing. They don't know responsibility.
But they're saying, you see, this is what we're saying. Reverse psychology. They say, yo, they are adults like in the law form, and they say no sympathy. No sympathy for them.
The law, yes, you may be an adult, but your mind is not.
We know that. We know that. But in the politics, they're gonna show them no mercy.
Of course they won't.
You get what I mean?
Make it worse, they're black.
Yes, you said it.
Just to really bring it up to what you're saying, me now, the way how I see it, the number does not represent you to being an adult. What it is that actually makes you an adult is how responsible you actually conduct yourself amongst yourself and then amongst others. That shows you, it shows me and others how much you are of an adult. Until then,
you're not ready.
Shut up and sit
You're
down.
not ready. You're not ready.
You're
not ready.
You still want to die, pick me them.
You're still at this bed. You're still at this bed. You're still at this bed.
So what I'm saying, like, do you think the lack of resources and people don't want to hear this too plays a part of these youth really getting attracted to this life of taking anything?
Back in the day, it's summertime, right? No, right? I have a child who's 16 years old. She can't get a job. You want to know why she can't get a job? Because all the Indian them take them over.
They'll say that's an excuse. That's
Let's
what-
be clear, it's not really the Indians.
Who?
It's grown ass
Let
adults
me tell you
working
this, right?
little pitney teenager
I know.
jobs.
I'm gonna get to that.
This is what they wanted you guys to do, is to make that type of complaint, to make a
Yes.
statement.
Yes.
Right now, that the Indians them might take over the job. Let me show you something.
I just
Yeah,
dropped
yeah,
the
yeah,
fact.
yeah, yeah.
It's grown ass.
Wait, hold
people.
on, hold on.
People, but this is more bigger than that. It is the system set up so, because
Yeah.
the system now literally was going out there recruiting the Indian people them to come and take the
Yes,
job.
and they're doing that now. They're promoting it.
This was the whole thing now. You see, when the whole minimum wage and everything
Yeah.
was running up, enough of the companies did not want the minimum wage.
Yes.
And paid the
Yes.
salaries that are going
Yes.
up.
Yes.
So what happened now is that the government brings in
They're
the
bringing them. That's
immigration
what they're doing. Yeah. Mhm.
and gets the people them now
Mhm.
in immigration to take the job them at that type of salary, which is great to them because them now get that.
No,
That's what they're doing with the Tim
Right,
Hortons. That's what they're doing
right.
with the
And
Tim
then have
Hortons.
now you people
Yeah.
now that are here that are looking for the right property salary.
Yeah.
They say now them attack with the job them. When nothing now goes, so when the job
The
them
government's
want,
giving it. Yeah,
them
yeah.
people there to keep the job them
Yeah.
at their salary so they can keep their pockets them good.
But
Yes.
So every time uno make an argument about who attack this, who
The,
attack
the
that,
government
Hold
say
them a sit down
give
and I
them
just
in
like
it.
we are
Hold
getting the
on.
profit do it.
Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah.
If we take this back to 1812, if we had our own structure before certain things, it'd be a different story. We're
Yeah.
using their system, trying to absorb into their system. As we see, they're still lynching us in 2000 and blood 5.6. What am I supposed to tell a 13-year-old
No, but I see what you're
boy?
saying.
What am I supposed to tell a 9-year-old little girl who can't get a fucking
No, I
job?
see what you're saying. No,
Comfortable in us.
they have promoted it. You see what you're saying?
We're
Impenetrable.
all right.
They've been promoting
Yeah.
on the radio programs. I've heard this, like going to get like something at Timmy's,
Like,
right?
come
When
on,
I'm
man.
when I'm out with my girl, right? They're promoting a program to people from India to
Yeah.
come through working at Tim Hortons.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
A
Tim
program.
Hortons is
That's
So they're
been happening
telling
for
you
a
it.
long time. Long time.
They're
Ah.
actually telling you it, but people think it's crazy. I heard this on the radio. They have fundings for them.
Any
You know.
of this like war things are going on overseas.
Yeah.
Canada, United States, England, the whole of them are sending
Yep.
over their ambassadors to go tell the people them and lie to them. Listen here, your country is well fuck up right now. The best thing for you to do is to pack up on the things and come over here to like United States, Canada, whatever,
Right.
and you're going to get the house that you're living for. You're going to get the family living that you look for and everything, and fully lie to them.
Mhm.
And when the people then reach down, yes, sir, and are now caught in their economic trap of this U.S. currency bullshit, and then said they want to go back, they can't go back because they're all now caught up in the debt of
Yeah.
the damn game. And that's what America does to people.
So, in regards to what we're talking about, now they're taking the jobs, and
Right.
people are going to say, "Oh, those youth in the street, they don't want to work at Tim Hortons. They don't want to really do that." But they don't know that. That's just
Who
a
the fuck
stereotype.
is
That's not
retiring
true.
from fucking
That's
Tim
not
Right.
Hortons, though?
That's not true.
So
Hold
that-
on. Who's retiring from Tim Hortons, though? If you haven't been working at Tim Hortons before 9/11, there's no fucking retirement fucking plan working at Tim Hortons.
There is
Yeah.
no retirement
What?
plan basically at
Anywhere. Thank you.
Okay.
No, I'm what I'm getting
There's no
to.
fucking
what-
pension
Well,
plan.
what we're trying to say,
What we're trying-
to say is that nowadays, back in the day, it was so easy for kids to get a summertime part-time job.
Yeah,
Now it's very hard for these children to get anything because
Jim Crow.
the government is promised people that are not from here
yes. To support
all
them.
these things
Yes.
to make sure they're good, but forgot about the people that are from
Yes.
here.
So this is
But
what.
this has always happened.
This
It's
is
just
this
that
is too
now
much
it's
of
getting
multifaceted.
So
more.
this is what makes these guys, and you'd probably say, "What do you mean make these guys?" Make these guys get influenced by someone reaching out to them. Oh, I'll give you 3,000 if you could go shoot up a synagogue.
Of course.
They get a message through some app,
Let's bring it basic. down.
and the money goes into their wherever they get.
What
Whatever.
it is that these children out here right now that are getting caught up in all
This
of this stuff
stupidness.
now have no purpose. There's no direction of purpose.
Yes.
And the major problem is of it is because you have parents who are basically still children mindset with no purpose with them life.
Okay.
So now a
Okay.
child now realizes and wakes up and saying, you know what? My daddy is an idiot, didn't have no purpose. My mother is an idiot, shouldn't have
Not
no
a
purpose.
purpose.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna have to go out there and find something out there that's gonna give me my purpose in a life.
Exactly.
And that's where these people are looking at your kid and saying, you know what? Bingo, me catch your blood clot right now.
Yes. Because
That's what it is.
it goes.
But none of the parents want to take accountability for it, so they always blaming a
Yes.
system
Yeah,
inside of themselves
Yes.
for it. Higher the blood clot talking.
Don't
about system
exactly.
this,
System that.
So
You cannot blame. The only person
team
you need
agree.
to blame
yeah,
is yourself.
Team
Because
agree.
if you, as a parent, don't. I just had this discussion with my sister today, and it's funny you bring this up. Parenting is not just about here you go, Johnny. Here you go, whoever. I fed you, and that's I closed you. No, sit down and have conversations with your children, so that take an hour and a half, take a couple hours, spend time with them, because as they grow, they remember. I can actually sit here and remember everything as a child I did with my father, because he made that. He was working, but he made that time. And I do the same thing with my kid. I make that to what do you want? Sometimes they piss me off, but what do you want? What is it that you want right now?
So maybe these ones right now don't have anything. So they
That's
anything
why
what
they
comes,
went down the road they are on.
anything what comes to them, they'll just take that.
There is no structure.
So
There's
hold
no
on,
structure
hold on.
in the home.
And they're saying there's probably more like these guys. They're
Listen,
just showing you the ones
listen,
worth. They're
you
showing you the
guys
ones
don't
what's out
seem to
there.
understand this is history repeating itself. It's just a different set of youth them that's going through it now, man.
No.
Remember, the kids of the
What's
Depression went
deadly
through
to
this
it
shit.
is the only difference is this technology, and this is actually a net. This is bigger than just
It's a
street shit.
network now.
This is not just no street shit. They're making them do
This is
terrorism.
this
I hope
is-
you know this is what they're
this
doing.
is considered terrorism.
These
yes.
guys are fooling these guys from the streets to do their dirty work, do
Yeah.
terrorism in the country. So if you're from, just say, I'm not saying it's from this country, but I heard there's a connection from Iran, and you're angry with what's going on, you're gonna pay. You're gonna say, wait, there's some guys who are hungry in Toronto willing to
Yep.
take 3,000 to carry out what I want to do.
Yep.
Let me wire them some shit, and they're black guys. It's not.
Nobody's gonna
It's not.
suspect
They're not
us.
going to suspect us.
They're not gonna suspect
That's
us.
what's going on.
Economic professor said this to me. If you are in the position to take advantage of the market,
Right.
you will do so.
Thank
Big
you.
fact.
The way how you can figure out a way to take advantage or manipulate the situation in a your favor,
You'll do it.
you're going to do it.
Yep.
Yes.
Motive?
What's the say? By any
Means
means necessary.
No, that was
Somebody else to make it look like. Remember now in the street game, everybody knows what a storefront is.
Yep.
Mhm.
So what do you think they're doing with the youth them now?
Okay.
Storefront antics.
Okay.
Different year,
Different year.
different
Different
generation.
generation.
Same
They're
fucking
Same
history.
shit.
Same
Same
program.
shit.
What's dangerous is
Same
and-
shit, different
But
pile.
what's dangerous is we'll say some people say it's conspiracy. They're using this.
This is not a conspiracy.
No.
You
It's not,
can't
but
walk
look,
into a bank and get a fucking loan.
These guys.
No 18-year-old can go into a fucking
No, but
bank
look,
and get
it's
a
big.
fucking
What
loan.
I'm
It's
saying
been
is
the
bigger
same
than this.
fucking way since
These
I was
guys-
a fucking embryo in my daddy.
These guys is making Canadian national security look bad on a big term. But what I'm saying, like on a bigger scale, because what? No, they're saying
Exactly.
it's national security,
Bino, it's a tadpole.
right? But it's America.
Your
What,
mother made you as an embryo.
what I'm saying, it's America. Yo, it's America. What tipped off Canada about this guy? The first
you
guy
gotta
that
do
fit,
me?
it was America. It wasn't Toronto,
Yes, it
Come
was.
on, I'm not
America.
behind the scenes.
Told
No, I'm not.
Canada, yo, you guys
Like
got
my
a guy
French
up
is on.
there
Hot take,
who's
hot take.
linked
Sorry,
to
y'all.
a group in this Islamic
Iran.
guy. It wasn't us who uncovered shit. Canada's making it look like we figured it out. It was America who sent a message and said, "There's a guy there. The guy who shot up the consulate. He's connected, getting money from some guy from Iran or represent that shit." That's the real shit.
Something about this with America. When they say that they're discovering who's doing the attacking, let me tell you something this right now. Don't make it fool you to really know that America's actually behind it.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
Yeah.
Thank
I'm
you.
not saying that.
America's gonna
Yeah.
try to tell Putin say that.
Yeah.
Well,
They could be paying the money. It's true. Yeah, they could be paying for it. They could be paying for the shit.
One more time.
Yeah, they
Remember
could be
now,
paying.
Europe was built off the U.S. currency.
Ah,
Yeah.
Hey.
Everybody has been built off the U.S. currency. So if U.S. wants to make sure they even do up their own fuckery,
Yeah.
I'd them a pay out
Yeah,
for their
they-
own
Yeah,
fuckery.
they could pay for that shit. They could be the funding network. It's
They
true.
fund their own fuckery out here.
It's
I
true.
of course they do.
So they're gonna say whatever.
Because they
they
say it's
are
a
empowered
yo,
to say
check
whatever
this.
they want
They
to
say
say
it's a
because
mystery.
they're funding it.
You're right. They say it's a mystery network, right? That's what they're saying in Toronto. A mystery network. They don't know about. They don't know if it's America being the mystery network, because they don't give a shit about playing with Canadian politics or our atmosphere.
There is no politics
could
out
s-
here.
No, I'm saying, right? We're going in the conspiracy bag. This is what I call the conspiracy bag.
It's just
Right?
a bunch of
We're
billionaires.
thinking they're
and
making you
little poor
think
people.
it's some Islamic terrorists or some maybe white supremacist group paying for these black guys to do these shit to the synagogues, right? Let me say it. The American consulate.
Synagogue,
Black guys don't care
US
stereotypically
consulate,
about shooting no
the
U.S.
Jewish
consulate
school.
and no synagogue. They ain't going out there to do that. That's not no normal shit.
So
Normally it's black on black
Can-
crime. Isn't that what you hear in the news all the time?
Can I
Shooting in
interject-
this
can I
place, shooting.
interject
You're not
something?
hearing them go do no synagogue shit. That's what like the skinheads would do, or someone, you know what I'm saying? Someone who's anti-Semitic.
Okay.
These guys are from the streets.
Can-
Yeah.
You could tell they're not no extremists.
can-
You
No.
don't see them looking like they're any type of group. These guys are straight from the
These guys are hood.
hood.
These guys are hood. These are guys that are a bunch of YNs that
Young dudes, when somebody brings them down offer about
Yep.
$3,000, $4,000, that's like 10 grand, 15
Yeah.
grand in their eyes.
yup.
Yes.
You know what I could do with that type of money?
Yes, them.
My parents are not even getting that type of money in a month time.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, they're only 19 and they offer like them what, $5,000 each. Yeah,
Well,
they're giving them that type of money.
Right.
I'm not going to project a worse future because I know the history and I know the system and I know that, hey, October's coming and December's coming, and those are the times where most of our picky them with our needy skin and blood go missing. So
That too, yeah.
So since we are preemptively striking this as a
Mhm.
team right now,
Mhm.
like, I don't know. I'm still old school. How about some of these banks open up for some of us carpenters and plumbers and help
That would
the
help.
situation.
That would
So
help.
some of these kids can actually turn to their parents and say, okay, well, you know, daddy, I got a 1-2 friend, them broke. Can they come catch a job too? Yo, mommy, they don't know nothing about accounting. Can you please help them? Because right now I don't understand how we are giving up our water for machine them, and we're not even trying to help the youth them.
They don't care about that.
I just don't get it though.
They don't care about that.
This is why this whole
obviously.
missing thing is just
Okay, hey,
as
this
a
is linked to the
debacle.
missing black boys, eh?
Yeah.
This whole thing too. You know about the missing black boys, the trafficked. Everybody think of the girls, but it's the guys too who's been hustled, and some of the there's some old heads. But there's some old heads guilty of this shit too. I'm telling you, because for this to work, there had to be some guys who are getting the youngins influenced, right, and threatening them or whatever they're doing to be doing this shit for the network.
It's the money. You don't want it.
You need to give him a elaborate.
But what you guys also need to realize, though, too, because we're also now in a society that is sexualized
I'm
so
100%
much
Mhm.
that they're also using the young girls and the young boys in regards to sexualization to actually tempting these young kids.
Yes.
Into the
Probably have
game
some
too as
gal
well.
them there too to influence them
Exactly.
to keep
Oh,
doing
yeah.
their shit. Yes.
That's how they lure them.
That's
Yes.
how they're
They
luring them
learn
because
that.
everything is so sexualized out here too.
know,
So it's
we're-
not
we're
just a
going
money
deep.
thing.
We're going deep. Yes. When they get these guys,
And the show
black
just
young.
started.
Okay, see a lot of these black young boys. You remember, there's one who was unalived recently, right? Remember They've been
Yeah,
looking.
the one from Brampton
Okay,
and
they
found
found
out
him in
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan.
Yeah,
So we know now,
just saw it. Yeah.
and it's being unraveled. I don't know which platform's really been talking about this, but we're getting down to earth about this. We've been hearing about these missing black boys for a while, and then when
Yep.
you go look into the cases, a lot of them are like around like a group of other guys who go out there and they do shit. You remember when that old woman got unalived by that young kid in Toronto just a couple of months ago, and he went on the run or some shit like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. When he carjacked the woman.
That's the same shit what we're finding out now. The only difference is this guy wasn't doing it for a terrorist organization. He was doing it for something else. Just guys who are just doing that shit.
There
Like
was
I s- go
also recently, sorry, there was recently another youth that was lured by a woman. I think it was out in the Durham region or something.
Durham
like
is the big one right now.
Yeah, there was a one where the woman was running a trap house for youth.
You see?
Durham is one of the big ones.
Oh, that
youth.
wasn't
The
Durham, man. That
hotel
was
that's
Thunder
even
Bay or
right
something like
there.
that.
Yes,
Thunder
thank
Bay
you,
out
thank
there.
The
you.
hotel
thank
that you even see off there off the
Yeah, he's
401
on that
was
Fed-
actually
he on
doing
that
trafficking
Fed
of
list
children.
Yes.
See?
All right.
Trafficking.
Yeah.
And let me tell you this right now. The reason why it's actually happening to a lot of our
Niji's.
youth them that are actually getting trafficking is because a lot of our culture moved out into the suburbs where a lot of the trafficking was originally happening anyways.
Mhm.
And they're thinking that when they move out to the suburbs that their neighborhood that they're in is not going to be subjected to things that their kids were being subjected to in a
Big
ghetto.
shotgun. Big shotgun. Big shotgun.
What they don't
Pop the
realize
King, brother.
is that you're now exposing your youth them to a whole different level of eggs that you're not even ready or prepared for yourself. But because you want to eggs up yourself to saying that you will live out this bossy life.
But is it just people from some of the guys from like the inner city too?
But that's what I'm saying. You took inner city people that moved out to the suburbs. And then while I'm both saying that, oh, well, look at the life that I'm providing for my kids, them. Majority of them are always saying, look at what I'm providing for my kids. But when you go inside that household right now, let me tell you this right now, with enough of them don't have a connection with their youth.
Okay. Okay.
You can provide all you want for your kid.
Yeah.
You can give your kid all the toys, all the gadgets. But if you don't have a connection with your child, that kid is still going to run away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest problem that I'm hearing, because all of these parents want to talk about, well, look at what I sacrificed for them to give them. But are you sacrificing your time to knowing your youth? Because that's a God-given gift. Nobody else.
Exactly. That goes back to sit down for an hour.
It's a fucking God-given gift. And and not many people are even allowed to even have a youth.
Okay.
So for you to actually take that responsibility that God has blessed you with and play around with it, you deserve a blood clot sin and crosses for your asshole.
Yes,
That me, I'm telling you right now.
Penetrable
I'm not
with the
holding
fire.
back no tongue for none of you guys.
Penetrable with the
I
fire,
agree.
man.
I agree because listen, you can't give your kid the world.
Yeah.
But you see, memories, like I said, it's not about how much you spend on your kid. They don't care. You can't give them a box and they'll be happy with it. You know what they're looking for? That quality time. That quality time. That time that you're putting in to spend to hear them all. You know how much I love when my daughter comes to sit down and tells me some stuff that's going on with her. Yes. Tell me the tea. What happened? What? Girl? For real? And what did you say? Girl. And it's funny because it's like we have that moment and it's like
Listen,
she knows I can go tell my mom certain things.
Building right now.
We have a thing. We listen. We don't judge. We listen. We don't judge. So she knows she can come to me and I'm not going to look at her like, oh, what happened to you? You have to have that relationship. I need somebody else.
Man and woman,
Yep.
father with child, husband with wife, kid with parents. You need to have a room where you are open to express yourself to somebody, and they're going to say, all right, we're going to work it out together.
Yes.
Not coming down with like criticism and yes, you can give them a little bit of a criticism saying like, what kind of thinking are you doing? What kind of thinking are you doing? But you need to have a room and a family that starts off where it's like, it's open to come out and have this discussion. You know what? This is what I had on my mind today, or this
Sunday
is how I
dinner.
reacted with something. What's you guys' opinion on it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sunday dinner.
Where do you think you made these individuals, right, who have done these crimes, their parents went wrong? Do you think their parents went wrong,
I
or
would
maybe
say
it's just
majority
them?
of the time, and
Told you.
it's sad to say, majority
Damn,
of these time, and these youth that are going missing, majority, I'm not saying, I would say 85, it's a single mom. There's no
Single
father.
parenthood.
There's no father present in the home.
But
And
what's sad though, you can't fully say that because I've seen enough of them now where it's double home.
yes, I know. That's why I
Both are
said
home.
majority.
So,
That's why I said sometimes
yeah.
it's a dual parent home, but majority of the time it's single parent.
You're right.
And I get it because I was a single mom before, not a single mom anymore. I'm grateful for that. But as a single mom before, I always made it work. My kids always came first. Like, I don't know anybody where, if you, like you said, having a child is a blessing. There's people who cannot have children at all.
Mrs.
When God gives you that blessing, hold it, cherish it, because that's your legacy. That carries on your name. And that's something I instructed my daughter is that when you walk out the road, you look just like me. So people are going to know, say, you're mine.
Yeah.
So make sure when you're walking out there, you have enough respect to put my name out there. They're going to know who you are.
I think some of these guys didn't even have that. I have a feeling.
Say what again?
I think some of these guys, the guys who they show as a suspects,
for our youth.
I don't think they had that. I have a feeling like I just could
That
just
they weren't taught.
like really like
Hold up
for
your
them
head.
to get that deep, like to do what they've done, and it's not just one shooting there. 27 or something, maybe they could have been involved in,
Yeah, that's
right? A couple of them.
The
That
weapon.
goes to show
The
They
weapon
don't
that
do
was
shit.
recovered.
Like
20
I
something
said
plus
again,
shootings. Yes.
when you do not have a parent with a purpose that can actually curve a child with a purpose. Because you see, when I was growing up, my father said to me, listen here, my boy, you cannot bend a tree when it's fully grown.
Facts.
Yeah.
Well, that's one big
Yeah,
ass
you can't
fact.
bend a tree when it's fully
You
grown,
can't.
You can't.
I dare a man to try bend the tree when it's fully grown.
It can't
Try to
happen.
do that when your kid actually has sense now
Exactly.
and knows like what's
You gotta
right and wrong.
curve that from its
You better
young.
curve that shit, bro.
From their young.
And you can tell that you had no parents
Yeah.
that was not trying to guide that child or curve that child better. And when it got too tough for them, they ran away from the
Like,
child.
don't get it
AKA
twisted.
the
I
junk that
think
gets
we
knocked
all
out and
as
keep
kids
coming and coming
did
and
some
coming.
fucked up shit.
We all did.
But
We're not
we
easy to deal
knew,
with.
we
Rolling
knew
paper. Bro,
our
We weren't
limit.
easy to deal with.
We
Yeah.
knew our limit. We knew
Rasta.
there's a voice always in the back of our head. Wait,
We have
Hey,
a conscience.
when we reach
hey,
one,
hey, pass it.
or when they hear this, oh my God.
We're not throwing shit.
Oh
We're
my
grown
God.
ass people.
If they
Today.
catch me, oh
Right,
my
that's
God.
Done.
Wait to my mom. Oh, wait to my dad. Oh God. I don't want them to hear
See,
this.
but that's the thing now too. I would say is that you don't really have those type of parents where the kids them have it. Where nowadays it's like what I'm more now seeing is like also what I see now in the school board. Remember back in the day when you would go to school and you would have the teacher saying in the English class, "I need you to read this paragraph."
Yes.
And if you didn't want to read the paragraph, the whole class would sit down and have to wait on you to read it, and they wouldn't get up. So you know what the teacher would do? Make sure the rest of the classroom got on you to actually read it.
Now just read it, man.
Just read it, Aya. We all want to get up and go,
I
Aya. Like
I
wanna go.
Just read the thing.
now, when you go inside the school board, I'm there. I'm telling you right now, if you go into the school board right now and the teacher says, "I need you to read this paragraph," the child is going to say, "I don't feel like reading," and the teacher's going to be like,
Okay.
"Well, okay, let's go to the next round." And I'm like, "But see, you're here to teach the child how to read and evaluate them on it. So what do you do? What are you here for?"
Okay.
And then
So-
the next thing is to the kid. It's like, what do you think you're here for?
Yeah,
Do
but the
you
next
know
thing,
now-
hold up a second. But the next thing of the lesson is not just the lesson; it's about discipline. Because when you grow up and all of that and everything, you're not gonna listen to your boss and all of that and everything, or your
Wait a minute.
superiors and shit like that.
You
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
You guys,
So
you guys- I just want to make sure we're on the same
That's
page.
how
Stay on
some
the same
people are
topic.
right now.
Okay.
There's some kids. The new generation are like that, man.
No.
But it's the
Let-
parenthood.
Yeah.
Hold
because
on.
the
Wait.
parenthood is not
Hold on a
keeping
second.
it up. But
Yeah.
go on.
Let me interject something real
Yeah.
quick. All right. I just want to make sure because there are kids right now
Right.
that have to deal with teachers that don't like their job. There are
Yeah.
kids that are dealing with teachers that are complaining about their pay. We are in an era where we are actually
Been like that for a
knowledgeable
while.
enough to pay our teachers properly to at least motivate them to still teach the good ones.
Right.
Good ones.
Right.
Well,
These
because
are all-
You're right. We're
thing
actually
that we're
living in a
really
society
running
where
into-
people are doing jobs that they're not happy doing for.
So do you
period.
guys
Yes.
remember? I remember, and I think it stopped after I graduated, maybe a little bit after. But if you failed in high school, grade 9, grade 10,
You have to do it again.
you have to do it again. Do you
Yeah,
know
no,
there's
go
no
ahead.
more like that?
Yeah,
It's,
we know
it-
that.
Yeah, it
now
hasn't
it's
been like that since-
illegal
Yeah.
to fail the child. I
Yeah.
said, so you guys
What?
are just
Oh, shit.
graduating a bunch of dopey bats.
100%.
You
Just
have
a
to
bunch
earn
of dopey bats
Last 30
walking
years.
around.
Last
in
30 years.
front.
You have to earn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
30
have
years.
to do nothing. Just show up. Just show up to the school.
Last
Just show
30
up to the school every day. And you don't know nothing. Don't worry.
Why do
Just
you
go
think
in the
now-
world.
That's why they now brought in AI because
Yup.
they looked
That's
at
bad,
it and realized that there is no education
No.
wanting to
It's
our
bad.
youth.
No.
then. Our kids coming up right now, if you as a parent is not educating your child, the system is not educating your child.
Exactly.
It's just institutionalizing your child
Mhm.
for them to continuously
Definition.
profit.
Exactly.
What's bad though? They're saying besides this case, there's more possible people who have been like contacted the same way
Oh yes.
with money offers.
Oh,
Through
yes.
Roblox.
So it's not just the ones what they're
Everything.
showing
Oh
us.
my God! It doesn't even bring up Roblox. And
You
give
know
us
what I'm saying?
any
It's
money.
not like
Thank
Fuck
you.
them
it's
niggas.
not just the ones they're
They're
showing
into
us
this
right
shit.
now.
No,
They said they
listen.
went and knocked on
Brethren,
many
Listen.
doors.
This
Remember.
has been an intricate system network
Yup.
against
This has
children
been happening.
from time.
This
From
has
when
been
the
Because
happening.
pirates were on the
This
seas.
was all been going on, and why they even brought it out into the news to try to scandalize Michael Jackson, who was actually trying to save youths.
Yeah.
Ah,
Because
touch. Remember
They
that
were
touch.
well doing
Ah.
it to the youth
Thank
them from them time
Thank
there.
you. Thank
Yeah, yeah.
you. That's why them kill him.
What do you mean, yo?
That's why them kill him.
I've been saying it. Take the word man out of the man in the mirror and just put people. I'm watching people in the mirror. I'm wishing for them to change their ways. Straight. Come on, man. How
So
you gonna-
yo, I want to ask you guys. I don't know if impenetrable. You know this.
Let me get some
The
rolling
main
papers.
guy
Rolling papers,
Right.
rolling papers. Okay.
who unalived the cop.
Yeah, man.
There's no description.
He's a white guy.
No, but I'm not saying that. I said they
Let
have
me
not
tell you this right.
shown the description of the guy. All the others they have shown us.
Yeah.
But the
Negroes.
main guy, normally this is history.
Black
Killed
people.
unalived the cop, and you don't show his picture yet. So I said this. This is
Oh,
my
Let me just-
my analyst. It's either he got beat the hell up very bad,
Uh-huh.
and the police can't show how much they beat him after killing the cop,
Okay. So
or he's not black.
you know what's another thing that's
He's
mind-boggling
Cajun.
is that Nicholas Bennett
It sounds
was
like
arrested in the same building that what did the little boy name
Rest in peace to that
Ju-
young soul.
that little boy the 8-year-old little boy
That's that's good enough. Folks who are watching, just Google it. It's
The
too
little
heartbreaking
boy
for us to
that-
get into it.
yes, the little boy that got unalive
Yeah.
at 8 years old last
Same
year
building,
in the same building.
Mm.
across the
Okay,
street.
So we have to question this now. Now, what's across the street from that building? 12 Division. Do you know what is also the name of the street where 12 Division is located? It's named after the police officer that was shot 20 something years ago
Mm.
in that same building.
So yo, that building is like
Okay, So it's to show you the building itself.
Has like some type of
It
energy.
has some kind of condemnation. And I'll tell you guys, as somebody who used to live in 25, I used to play in the back of that building there between 25 and 15. We call it the gully. We're going in the gully. Okay? Over there, we always used to feel like it's haunted.
Yeah.
We always used to feel there's something in this area. It don't feel right. As a
Vibes
kid.
protect them too, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
And
vibes
as a
protect them too,
kid,
yeah.
as a kid, I'm feeling this. And when I lived there, like I said, it was considered high end,
High end.
high
That's
class.
back in the day.
Now, you couldn't pay me for live there. No.
Because how they said it, the report first was Black Creek and Chicho and said, wait, a shooting? What they say is national security. First they didn't say, they said it was a national
Emergency
security
task force.
investigation.
Emergency task force.
And the cop ended up
ETF.
getting killed.
It was the ETF. The guy from the guy who got shot
Mhm.
was from the emergency task force. They came
The
for him.
actual cop
Yeah.
was from the emergency task
Yes, the
force, so
actual
he
cop.
didn't get licked out.
But I was
Yes.
saying they weren't
So that
expecting
means
going.
now what
going
it
there.
is, honestly,
So if you guys think about it, if he's from the emergency task force, that means they have been doing their investigation for
they were
some
not just
time.
doing an investigation. Let me tell you,
They've
this
been
right now.
trailing it.
They've been doing business.
Okay.
That business went wrong.
Ah,
Because when they went there, I feel they saying, yo,
I'm
just
glad.
I'm
I'm
just-
glad.
Me not afraid to
Yeah,
say it, you know.
okay, I'm glad you said it. Better you than me.
Yo, now that's very hard. Like some people say conspiracy, but that's getting real deep because you just made me have
What do
it's
you
itching.
mean?
You know what I'm gonna say? You just turned on some.
We went
I-
back.
I-
It goes back
yo,
to
impenetrable. Just turn on a
goes back
switch.
to the network.
Let me
I
tell you this.
said
right
it
now.
in the beginning of this segment. I said we all know
Mm.
the police are the
Yes.
biggest gangs out there. They are the biggest organized
Tupac
crime.
Yep.
Said it to everybody. And we all grew up out here in Ontario,
Mhm.
where we all knew it, and all of the cops them even agreed to it.
Yep.
For out there in the West End, region appeal, no deal.
Okay.
No
All
deal,
right.
peel for real.
So when Uno come try to talk to me now, who understand it, like
Logistics.
of economics,
That's
and
awesome.
knowing that people have to work with one another, and once the deal goes bad, somebody has to take a blame.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Some type of plan has to get taken out,
Exactly.
the chessboard.
Sure.
So, what is the real truth? Because I know what you guys are going to display to me. It going to look good with all of the ice cream and sugar on top or whatever
Yeah.
candy you want to
But
sprinkle
let's
it with.
let's
get it.
peel that off now.
Peel it off
Let's you
and
gave
show
me
me
the
what's
cake.
inside the cone
I
now.
want to see
Thank
what's
you.
in the cake.
Thank you.
But I want to see all the ice
Me
thing
no
and
want the ice
strawberry
thing.
and all
Alright,
the thing and
I
sprinkle
want
you
to know
put
what
on
type
there.
of cake
Take
it
all of
is.
that away.
Right,
I
so the
want to see
manual,
what
that's
kind
why.
of cake that is.
Thank
I
you.
want to see if is it cake or is it sponge?
Thank you.
So right now, what do you guys think the aftermath is this going to be? They're going to be looking. It's we already know it's a
You know
police
what?
state, but
The
now it's an
aftermath is
excuse.
this. The aftermath is this. We've already deciphered the fact that these missing kids are connected
To this.
to this, right? So now it goes even further to the point where how much more
They're all getting
children have
paid.
to go get-
The missing kids are getting paid.
Right. But how many more kids are gonna go missing before it comes to an end? How much more does it take for people like wake the fuck up?
Oh,
The problem
boy.
is
Wake
that
up, people.
it not gonna lick
Again,
nobody until it hits
measurable.
their
I
own.
salute what you
Yeah.
said.
Which you kind of lick the own
Like,
yard.
you
and
know
you
what
hit,
today is?
hit the
What is today?
Fix the
Does anybody
tree.
know what today is?
Juneteenth.
We're going
Juneteenth,
about it
yes.
backwards.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm glad
We're
we're
going
talking
about it
about this because
backwards.
this is
Period.
a topic we as Black people,
Mm.
especially in Canada,
Yeah,
do not embrace Juneteenth
that's true.
at all.
And I know, but I learned more about it by
Right.
We don't
interviewing
even
someone.
gatekeep our own
Yeah.
goddamn culture.
Yeah.
properly.
Okay.
So I don't
Exactly.
even want to even.
Okay.
Get
The
into that
Racism
right
and
now.
this.
That's a whole entire next
Next episode.
episode to talk about. we do not gatekeep our own damn
Mhm.
black culture at all.
Mhm.
We're ready to sell it off and get money
Money
for it to a next person them that looks like Asian, white, whatever, whatnot, and then rail them up and give them all the props and everything.
Right?
But when it comes down to our own culture of somebody that's actually doing it, we're looking at them suspect like,
Why? Why you want to do this for?
what you gotta do this for our own people them for now?
Why? What's your hidden agenda?
Well,
Thank you.
let's look at the percentage of the
But when the white
ghetto.
people
But-
come to you,
How
you're ready
many
to-
people own a store in their hood? Why can't we
Because
hang out with
you
three
will take the white
people
their money
and
then
not
try
get
to say, like,
considered
yeah,
a
the white
gang
people-
when we get
and then
hit
you
by
team
the
up with the
chicks?
white people them, and then what realizes that you now sold out your own people them, and then now you can't go back now to your own people them,
Right.
and now you're stuck in the middle because even the white people them still won't even accept you
Exactly.
because you are going like you was a lion in, but you really is a donkey to them, and you is no longer a lion to even your own people because you was a donkey to them because you took the damn credit from the people them that you went and run with. So like we are the
they're gonna give give an example of these individuals who they captured. They're gonna show an example.
everything is always an example.
No, I'm
of the
saying like
system.
right
but it's
now
never an example to the people them that are running the fucking
They're gonna
system.
Exactly.
they're gonna say basically it's not just for them, but
We
to
need to
us too
vote
because
people in if we're
look,
gonna keep
they're
going
using
out
the
with
net.
stupid ass system.
These guys are using the net technology, right?
They're using the
That's
net,
how these the powers that be caught them.
but
They
the
watched
thing
them.
is
They
they're
waited.
not-
They waited for them to.
They're not gonna make an example. If they were gonna make an example, do you know how many kids before this did so much shit and they didn't make an example?
It's only because it's hitting their people
The
though.
only reason
No.
why they
Remember,
wouldn't
it's a
make an
police.
example
No.
is because no,
It's a police. You
But-
have to remember, it's a
Yeah.
police.
Till
And
it
guess
starts to
what?
affect
a police
their
officer got
neighborhood.
shot in the same building, and across the street there's a street named after him. The police is right there, so.
Oh,
And when the
boy.
man did get shot, where was your friends? Where were
Stop
your
this.
friends? Where
Stop
were they?
this. Stop this.
Where were your friends now,
Controversial.
Mr. Officer?
The man
No,
got
rest
the
in
road
peace.
name after him.
Because my heart goes out to you because, yes, you were a father. And, you know, what happened to you is not
and
right.
If you're going into such a neighborhood like that, why are you going in there alone?
Ah,
Why
They
wasn't
didn't
there
take
another
them serious.
partner?
I'm saying I don't
But
think they
this
took
is
them
why
serious.
I'm trying to tell you that it's
These
not
guys
what they're
like to
trying to
shoot
tell
first
you
and ask
in the
questions
news.
later.
It is
Yes.
a business
It's a business
situation that
situation.
went wrong.
the transaction
And
of business.
Thank you.
The transaction
Because
was the
if
business.
this was really an investigation, there's no way
It's
a cop
exactly
is going
what
in there
you said.
oneself
Is it-
is
or
going
was
there
it you?
alone.
Was it just
Was
one?
it you, Bino, that said it?
Was
How
it
is
just
a
one?
cop alone that gets
That's
shot,
it,
but there's no
undercover?
other backup?
Yeah, they should have been backup.
That
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
undercover. That's why
I'm the
we
one
can't
who
see his
said it.
picture.
Yeah, the reason why.
That's
what my
why they
pop
won't
said.
release.
That's what my
Yeah,
pop
it's
said.
He's an undercover.
That's what my
That's
pop
why you
saying.
won't
It's
release the
straight up.
picture.
A
My
young
pops was
undercover
saying it's
youth,
undercover,
When
really.
you are undercover or anything like that, it is a transaction,
Yup.
Aya,
Yup.
because you should have a
That's
team.
really conspiracy now. What
You
we're
should
saying
have a team
that you're saying
now
that-
Uncle
after that
Blood
type
Clot
of shooting
Nino said
to
some
come
dumb
in
shit right
and
now. I think it's a
blast
fucking,
that whole
fucking
shit
undercover.
down.
Remember, there was a
Shit.
show. We watched this movie the other
Don't
day.
blame my network.
In
I'm
too
me
deep.
said that blood clot.
Into Deep, right?
Mm.
Into Deep is a perfect
My brothers
example.
and
Of,
sisters were all in that movie that was filmed here in Toronto.
okay,
Yeah,
Go on with it.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Into
Big
Deep
movie.
is a perfect example of what just happened in real life in Toronto a couple days ago.
Probably.
That's it.
Mm.
It's exactly you watching it. This person who shot,
The cop.
he got shot,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
No, Mr. Nicholas Bennett.
He
We
got
just
shot
know his
too.
name.
That's it.
Probably not even his real name. It's
Oh,
probably not
man.
even his real name.
Right, we
Oh,
don't know
man.
the
He's
face.
probably not even 19 years old.
Boy, did I
Oh,
ever
man.
open a Pandora's
He's
box.
pro-
with
like
this
all
one.
these things you're
We
thinking
could
about.
say
it.
that because we don't
This
see his
why-
face.
Javon, him the on the news.
Yeah.
Zara Jahid, him the on the news. Sheldon, him the on the news.
But we don't know who the guy who
But
shot.
Mr. Bennett,
The
not
one
the on the
just put
news.
it on the man. Open up the man. Rest
Where
in
him
peace.
there? Where him
Rest in
there?
peace.
You mean to tell me say you kill police officer and you're
No
not
picture.
the on the news? All in your sick bed they would have
But they're
take your
not-
picture.
They're not blaming the other three for killing the cop.
Okay.
That's who they're showing us is not the ones who killed the cops.
No, they're just showing us that
The
they're
ones who were connected to the same
the
type of
Jewish school
shooting.
shooting, the consulate.
That's what people need to
Alright.
really realize. They made it look like that guy they showed the picture of, that
Mhm.
he was the shooter.
Mhm.
See how dangerous it is? So then
Alright.
the people will be looking for a
investigation.
person like his
Let me
description.
tell you this right now.
And
This
he's not
whole
the guy.
thing right now is even much more deeper because you see with all of this missing children thing going on right now.
Mm.
I'm gonna have you guys even now look at this right now. You guys ever notice now that a lot of the ads that are coming out are saying stop the hate against the Jewish community?
Yes, that's
Mhm.
big. Yeah, yeah.
You
I
wanna
know
know
that
why?
campaign. Yeah.
Because everybody is putting two and two together that the Jewish community had enough other big ringleaders dealing
New
with,
York. I seen something in New York.
with the missing children.
Did you
rings
see the New York
abroad.
thing? Did you see that shit in New York about the 70 girls, Jewish girls, who was found by some network of basically they had the shit over their head. No one's talking about that shit. So we could
Nope.
talk about it. So you
But
guys don't say
now
it's
you're
anti
also getting
nothing.
now the Jewish community
Yes.
attacking people that are actually speaking up about the missing
That
children.
was trafficking,
and,
man.
and now they're trying to say that anybody that's speaking out against, like speaking up for the missing children,
Mm.
they are now anti-Semitic because it's pointing towards the Jewish community because it's enough of the Jewish people.
Yes,
that are
okay. You know I'm gonna
really-
take this. Could you Google this on your phone, Pinky? And so people don't say this is anti-Semitic. There's a
It is.
guy who was arrested, right? He had a group, and he was in South America. He was arrested there from the Mexican government. That he had, he was marrying young girls to people in America and Canada. And this guy looks like like he's Orthodox Jew, but he's a European guy who started. It's like a cult in South America. Look it up for real.
That's
When
why
you
they
look
call
this
it
guy up,
Jewish and
right?
not Jew.
Yes.
Mm.
So this guy, this is not no shit I'm making up. When you look up this guy in South America, if you have your phone, Google
I'm
this.
looking at it.
Right?
Hold on.
This guy, he's actually, I think he's actually he might be American, but I swear he's European. But he became Orthodox Jew. He has this group. There's this group what he started to build in South America, but he's not from South America. So he would marry off these girls.
Mm.
How he get these young girls to marry these older guys in Canada and America, and they arrested his ass in Mexico just like 3-4 months ago. Yo.
Is it Mexico or yes?
Yes.
Hold on.
Okay. Read it now.
Okay.
So they
U.S.
don't think
arrests
we're lying.
alleged Tren the Aruga leader charged in Chile with criminal association, extortion, and kidnapping resulting in death. As I said, a Venezuelan nationals and legal alien have been arrested at the. Hold on.
What are they trying to say? Venezuelan?
No. He was arrested in Mexico. Mexicans arrested him.
The
This guy had a
Mexicans.
place somewhere else in South America,
Okay, so
and he was running. He was doing like child traffic, like they said, child trafficking.
Mhm.
But they're not talking about it too much. He got actually arrested, and
Yeah,
he's been doing it, marrying these children,
Listen,
these young
The
girls.
whole
to, like,
reason
America-
why a lot of the whole child trafficking, the child missing stuff is being subdued by mainstream media is because enough of them are all in on it. And enough of them that are in on it, if you look at it, enough of them are Jewish.
I'm sorry, it sounds bad, but when you look it up, Pinky, if you look up,
And you can call me anti-Semitic all you want.
look
but
up
I'm blood
Mexico,
clot here. The facts are facts.
cult leader, Jewish cult leader, arrested or something like that. The guy's Orthodox. Yo, this is not nothing I make. So people think I'll be
No, you're
making
not
this up.
making
This
it
is a
up.
real story, but they never made it. They
It's
suppressed
just
the
not
story.
trying to get out there.
They
in
suppressed the
mainstream
damn
public 'cause
story,
they
yo.
Suppress it because
The guy's
it
marrying.
puts them in a
Yes.
bad light.
Yes, it's the guy's marrying
Anything
young
that
girls.
is going to go against the Jews, they do not want it out there at all. But you can put it out there for blacks. You
Everybody
can put it
else.
out there for Latinos. You can put it out
Yeah,
there
it's
for
like
the
a cult
Indians.
he had. It's somewhere in South America, right?
Mhm.
Ultimate. I think
You
his
can do it
last
for
name is
everyone.
Ultimate.
But you never hear anything about the Jewish community speaking up for humanity for any of these damn missing children whatsoever, though.
I think his last name's Ultimate or something like that. It's really, And the guy, you could see the picture of him. He's dressed like he's Orthodox and things. They arrested him, his ass in Mexico, guy, for setting up marriages with underage girls with big man from Canada, America, and Europe.
Because let me tell you this right now: whatever a person has good ties, like literally almost like diplomatic
He's like an Epstein.
ties.
He's like an Epstein.
But
guy.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Mm.
Epstein had like diplomatic ties.
Yes.
You see, it's mostly all of these diplomatic motherfuckers that are doing the fucking nastiest shit
Oh yeah.
that's going on out here because you cannot arrest them.
Yeah.
You cannot like
In
hold them.
Mexico?
Till we
No,
have
yeah,
our
arrested
people
from
in
Mexican
power, yeah,
authorities.
they're gonna get away with that shit.
Thank you.
Jewish
sorry, you
leader
gotta look at the
arrested
people
by
in here.
I'm
Mexican
sorry. It's
authorities.
the
Nobody
fucking
wants to
Jews.
get
Just put that
arrested
up.
in the Epstein
Show
file,
it.
so that everybody's part
That's
of the
why
Epstein
Trump
file.
like
That's
canceled
bad
it
to
down.
use that name because he's not
That's why
really
Trump was like,
going
I
by
don't
that.
know why everybody's still all concerned about the Epstein thing. Motherfucker, you brought it up for you to get
He brought
elected.
it up. Yes.
Facts.
You did the same
Facts.
thing about either Martin Luther King. Oh, we're gonna find out who killed Martin Luther King, and all now we still.
We're not doing.
The man signed up a fucking agreement, not just for the Epstein
Yes,
list, but
for the
also
Martin Luther King. I done an
too as
episode
well.
on that too. The Martin Luther King files.
And that
Yeah.
got suppressed.
That got
Let me
suppressed.
tell you
Yes.
that right now.
What? What? No, that's a reward.
But when
that's
you
after reward and reward.
If you find that, which they suppressed this story,
Look at
of
all
this guy,
what the
yeah,
man used for his campaign.
cult
The man
leader
even
arrested.
used Kennedy.
Rest
The
Something's
man
gonna come
used
up.
Kennedy.
in
Okay.
peace to that guy there.
You find
to
it?
the
Jewish
vaccine.
sex-
Yo, check this.
Yeah,
check
go on.
this. She got it.
I
Not to
found
come
it.
off
We're
topic.
not
but go on.
lying, people.
Joel Alter, a senior leader of the sect, was indicated in Mexico for human trafficking following his extradition from Guatemala, where he had been detained.
He got kicked out in Guatemala. Damn, homie.
Mexican law enforcement secret compound near Tapachula in the southern state of Chiapas,
Yep.
arresting key leaders and removing dozens of women and children. Previous FBI Interpol sweeps, prior joint federal operations resulting in the arrest of top secret leaders, including Nachman Hillbrands for kidnapping and sex trafficking. Lev Taylor, often described as an extremist group, has been investigated globally over severe allegations of child abuse, underage forced marriage, and physical neglect.
Let me tell you another
So the
story.
organization is Lev Tahor. That's what the
And
organization
where did they get these kids from? These children from?
from.
America and Canada
yeah.
and this is a group. I just want we gotta repeat it again so they don't think this is anti-Semitic.
Lev Tahor.
And the guy, if you see his picture, how he look, what was left? If you go look more into the group,
No, that's not
they
his
use
name.
his real name is something else, but he's using
That's the name of the group.
the Jewish
Yeah.
Orthodox thing. He's
Damn.
using that. That's our point.
Damn.
He's using
But
that
that's what it is, because what it now brings back to the ties of like what they were using in regards to the Jewish community that links them to it. This is why now you guys are seeing out here now a lot of the ads about stop the hate towards the Jewish community, because people are now putting 1 and 1 equals 2.
Time
See
to
him
go.
here.
Look at
See
the
him
picture.
here.
See the picture?
Time to go.
See him here.
This is
people.
real shit.
Time to go.
This is real shit. Yes.
Time
It's
to
not
go.
nothing we're making up. This guy's using, even if he's not real Jew or whatever, he's still using it.
Lev
See
Tahor.
what that's it?
Okay.
See? This is a story they suppress, yo. I talked about it a long time. They suppress this.
But
They don't want this.
Like, remember
Evil
when we were
people.
talking about
Evil
comic
people.
books in one of our episodes?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I said, you guys
Heroes
all
and villains.
love Spider-Man, right?
That's my dude.
All right. Remember who runs the Daily Bugle in Spider-Man?
Joe Jane Jonathan the first.
All right. What was that man's agenda with Spider-Man in the newspaper?
To make him
To
a
make him look
menace.
bad.
Expose him as a menace.
No, to make him a menace so he can sell more papers.
Yeah.
Expose him as a menace to sell more
So even
papers.
though Spider-Man was doing what?
Good.
Good.
Thank you.
Black Panther
But-
energy.
But in order to sell the
Wakanda
papers,
forever.
in order to sell the papers, he had to do what he had to do. expose him as a menace.
Thank you. But you're not exposing the truth. You're exposing now what it is for you for the dollar.
But you see what you see what you just said there. That's a network. You hear what that guy was
It's
doing?
part of a network.
Why isn't that? This is what I always
And
say on the
that's why it's being
podcast.
suppressed, because the
Why
media
isn't
has
that
control of what they
story
want to suppress or put
big?
out there publicly?
But hey,
That's
Hey,
Epstein shit.
since you're bringing up the man,
Hold on.
but
That
since
story,
you're
what
bringing
we
up the
just
man,
talked about,
it's a
talked
give
about
and
a
take
month
thing.
ago. And
But-
a month ago.
But-
why isn't that story? You see how we talk about Epstein and shit? That's really big. You know
But-
why they don't want to show that? Because this guy is putting out
Like
the
I
energy
said,
that he's Orthodox
could I
Jewish.
put it in a different
religion.
terminology?
Go
Look,
ahead,
look,
Rastafari.
it's just like, yo, man, look, what you're saying again? Bring it back up because of the man there, right? No, you brought up the man there, the Spider-Man there. I was gonna bring
John
something.
Jameson,
Yeah,
J.
Yeah.
When you're
Joe
running the
Jameson.
media and everything such.
But it's a
John
give and
Joe
take thing,
Jameson.
because what Spider-Man was doing as the Peter Parker now, what would he bring? The photos.
Photos.
Not true? He brought the
Yeah.
photos.
Yeah.
But check this out. Look at what he had to do as the hype thing. He had to put the camera in the corner. Meanwhile, he's fighting the villains and shit. And then after he taking the pictures, bringing them to J. Jonah Jameson, he said, "This is all shit. This is all shit." But meanwhile, it's all hype for him. You know what I'm saying?
all
It's
hype.
a give and take thing. You know what I'm
But he
saying?
said that it was all shit just so that he wouldn't have to pay Peter
As
Parker
much. The
as
proper
money.
monies. But
Proper
he
monies.
said, but he knows it's hype
It's
footage.
so that he can collect more.
so he can
profit.
collect, but at a
Exactly.
cheap rate.
Hey,
Thank
shout out to
you.
Universal. Give me a
That's why
Hulk
they have to
movie with
send
the
them
fucking
Rob
Joe
Pop.
Fix It.
What is it?
I just had to bring that
Paul
up.
To pay Peter.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Them Rob
I
Paul
heard,
to pay Peter.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why that saying goes that way.
But this is what I was saying is that the media now has control in regards to what they want to give limelight to.
Yeah.
If somebody is doing something great for humanity,
Mm.
or
Mhm.
they're going to give limelight to something to cause controversy so that they still make a profit in
Mhm.
regards to the news
Yeah.
being delivered out there.
Yeah.
And
Big
controversy is what makes them
It's
get
true.
their news
100%.
sell.
Exactly.
It gets them their viewers.
Yes.
It's not the truth.
Yeah.
Because if you kept on giving people the truth, people would then conform to actually start doing more truthful things.
Mhm. That's
But
why.
everybody is out here looking for the gossip and the drama. So what does the news give them? The gossip,
Gossip and the drama.
Because
You
it's
don't want
it's
the
never
facts.
good news,
Nobody
really.
wants facts.
You don't want
Never-
the educational facts.
Nobody
Yes.
wants
You
the
want
facts.
drama.
They just
You
want
just gave them the facts,
what
man,
is
down
it?
to earth.
Clock it.
But
They
we're
want the
giving them
clock
facts.
it.
Giving them the facts.
They want the tea. They want the tea and the clock it. That's what they
Mm.
want.
It's
No.
like, they want to act like they're like the pussycat in the window.
I
A
know.
fast walk one
Oh.
with the people that might chat when
Oh.
things are going. Watch out. Me no fast, but
You know what?
me no fast, but
What?
watch out.
Oh, hola, hola,
We can all agree that
This.
this is to show you the
Or
main
just
thing.
like that soca song, peeping.
My family
Everybody
special
just
came
peeping.
here.
We could all agree that
Drink the water, my business.
we could all agree that
Yes,
they
it is in the
suppress many things just to keep control. They suppress
That's
things
what
what's
it is,
supposed to be. Because look at what you just said about the leader guy. I told you to look him up.
Mhm.
And people are gonna say, "Oh, you're just gonna be." It's not no anti-Semitic.
No.
Isn't the guy really look what you
How
saw?
can I be anti-Semitic when the real Jews were black?
Yes, that's what it is.
Let's just talk facts.
Let's talk
Ooh.
How
facts.
can I be anti-Semitic when the real blacks, or sorry, the real Jews
Are
were
black.
black?
Oh, boy.
Judaism. Where is it? Not Africa.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Not Africa. Okay. That's why there's the Lion of Judah.
Yeah.
I wish
Let-
I
let-
was Kermit the Frog right now. I
Oh.
just
Wah, 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 wah.
Oh,
Come on.
okay.
Mississippi
Okay.
tea, my blood clot.
Okay. So let's
Stop
just
it.
stop acting like we're
it.
not woke. Are you guys been living under a rock
The
for
system
the
is
past
broken.
20 years, or what's going on here? What's going on here?
Look,
Because like we said earlier, it's just pattern after pattern. People grow in a certain environment. You are always going to be a product of your environment unless you want to change the product in the environment.
wait. Hold on. Again,
You will be listen to what I said.
there are too
You will
many
be
data
a
centers
product
sucking
of
up
your
too much
environment.
water. our good air is being wasted on our current politicians. People, if you hear this message from me right now, help! These
Bless,
politicians are
bless.
sucking up all the good air.
It's the Down to Earth Network, live.
So I just want to say, like I said, if you want to be a product of your environment, then it's okay. But don't be a product of your environment and change the product in your environment.
Thank you.
How about
Thank you,
this?
man.
How about this? A quote from Pac: "Don't be a hostage on a struggle block."
Bless up.
Bah,
Rest
bah,
Saying
bah,
I got
samurai.
something
Give
for
me
you.
some gunshots. Give me some gunshots.
Yo, but for the Down to Earth Network, I'm gonna start up a little bit later, but we're gonna come off of this. But Pinky and we got Impenetrable Bino in the back, Rastafari Samurai for the network.
Yeah, man. This
We're
was
gonna
an
go on
interesting pod here,
We're gonna
man.
continue. You guys follow on Kick. So
Straight
bless
up goods. You know what I mean?
But in regards to your first topic, in regards to like what's going on with these youth, them,
Yeah.
all we really were trying to do, if you guys can connect to your youth them with a purpose in their life, please.
You
Preach,
don't
preach,
know.
preach.
For
Yes,
sure,
a
for
purpose
sure.
is
Yes.
Team
needed
agree on that one.
for them to live a good life.
Yep.
Help
Definitely.
them find their purpose.
That's
Indeed.
That will help you find yours.
Exactly.
so-
Talk truth.
Impenetrable.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Word of the
So,
wise.
Yo, tune in.
You know
We're
what I
gonna be
mean?
Still
Yeah,
streaming
man. We're gonna
live and
end the
direct.
pod
Bless
just
up.
now, but you know,
Down to Earth.
we
6-year
appreciate everybody
anniversary.
tuning in. You know what I mean?
Yes,
We all about to
bless up.
win. Kick, YouTube, you know what I mean? Instagram and all of that. You don't know. But we're gonna end it like this as always. This is the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message. Nation one.
Yeah, man, we're controversial. Trust me.
We're a problem.
It's a problem because I already got the warning on TikTok when I was doing the live and we really went deep into things. And they're just like, yep, warning.